Hey guys, it's Laurel and Pierre with Blue Ox RV Inspection, and today we're going to share with you what does an RV inspection entail. Now stay to the end because we have the ultimate tool that you're going to want to use to negotiate your deal.
So this is part 2. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully we're going to be able to teach you something. You're going to learn something out of this, but we're also going to try to show you the process of what an inspector do. What Lowell does, what I do while we're going to inspect a unit. But the first thing I want you to do is you've got to check. Like Lowell said, we are part of the association of the NRVIA. You find somebody, you look at their profile, you look at their website. If they look like criminals, you don't connect with them. That's perfect. Don't go to the other one. When you connect with somebody, do yourself a favor. We had this happen not too long ago. You remember? The customer said he sent 5 quotes out there and didn't talk to nobody. I contacted him because he didn't answer back. And oh, he says, yeah, I'm sending you the money tonight. And we never talked. So do not become the Adam of the world. Connect with somebody.
But he liked our faces on our website,
Afterwards.
so he hired us.
So that's the point. It's you've got to connect with the person you're going to be dealing with. This person is there. It's going to be your eyes. We're your friend for that 2 days during that time. We do work for you. We're hired by you.
But not all inspectors are created equally.
Thank you. That's my point too. I mean, and check the reviews. Hey, worst case, call one of their customers. How did they really feel? You know, we all check reviews now, so I think that's really important. That's something that you've got to take time to do to figure out the right inspector.
So we just want to remind you that we are going to be at the Hershey, Pennsylvania show September 14th through the 18th. And on Friday, September 16th, we've been invited by Endless RVing, MJ and Izzy, good friends of ours, to join them at the Matt's Reviews booth, which is number 586 and 587 from noon to 1. So stop by, ask questions. We're there to tell you all about RV inspections, and we would love to be able to help you out. And if you're not going to be at the show, of course, we're going to put our link below for our website. Reach out to us. We do travel. We live full time in our RV. So although we're in Florida right now, in a couple of days, we're going to be in Pennsylvania. You never know where we're going to be, so make sure to contact us and ask us because we want to be there for you.
So a lot of time I use the analogy of an inspector is like a doctor. He went to school, he graduated, and as you know, you have personal doctors and some of them don't have good bedside manners. Some of the ones actually suck at doctor. You don't even know how they graduated. Same thing with an inspector. There's different kind of level, different kind of depth, different kind of interest. Some people take it as a job. Some of the people take it as a living, which is...
Some people, it's a hobby.
Yeah, that too, exactly. So it all depends what you're looking at. So make sure to kind of feel that and see where you fit in there. So first thing we're gonna do after we connected with you and we agree on the staples of what we're gonna do, the point of inspection, what we're doing, and we say, yep, okay, this is what we're looking at. This is the common denominator of the customer and us, and now we become family for a period of time. So we work with you. So why do I say the morning? So I want to bring this point because I say for the next morning or that morning of to be plugged in before the morning, I say morning because we try to be there as soon as we can when they allow us to be there from the customer to the dealership. 8:30, 9 o'clock, because they open at 9. So
we have a full day ahead of us. This is not just a couple of hours. We have a full day to inspect your RV. We want to start in the morning.
So I want to bring this up because you will talk to inspectors and some of them will be done by noon, even deliver the report by noon.
And that would be done. That's possible.
So listen, her and I are really slow. You know, we're really old. She's got a cane. I got a walker.
Yeah.
So it takes us forever to go around the camper. Yeah, right. So that's my point. I mean, yes, we do work with computer, but if I look at a wall and it takes me 3 minutes to look at a wall when My time to look at a wall takes me about half an hour. Think quick. And I'm not talking about the ceiling, I'm not talking about the roof, I'm not talking about the undercarriage, the tires. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Mechanically, the water system, the batteries, all the voltage, all the cargo door I'm going to open, all the things I'm going to go through. There's no physical way. And I will challenge anybody out there that if you're done by noon, good for you.
It's not as thorough as you think it is if they're done by noon.
Thank you. So that's my point. And they can't admit that to you, I understand. But hey, I went through my 500 points I learned at school. Yeah, I can go to my 500 points too and not give you a picture, not give you nothing. I can say yes on everything and hope that you're not breaking down on the road in a week from now after you took possession of your unit. So it's the thoroughness of who and what we are. And yes, I'll use the staples and forgive me and block me and zip me. I call it a pathology exam. So this is what it is. So from every square inch inside to every square inch outside, we do the darn best to get the best job that you can have delivered on the market. So this is...
And my question to you, can you sleep at night?
Exactly.
We feel good about what we do for you. Thank you for watching our videos. We would love for you to hit that subscribe button. It's free. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and also hit that bell. That bell is going to open up your notifications so you'll be notified when our next video comes out. In the comments below, we want to know from you, why wouldn't you want to hire an RV inspector?
So now, Laurel, in the synopsis, what do you look at when you're inside?
So I start with all the appliances. I make sure that they're working properly the way they're supposed to. A lot of times for the refrigerators, I put the thermometers inside and I check them at the end of the day. I go through all of your water systems, making sure that everything's working with the pump or with the city, making sure there's no water intrusion, there's no water leaks. I check your walls, making sure you don't have any soft spots. I check your ceilings. I'm looking for stains. I'm looking for any molding that could be falling off. I check everything that you can possibly see, touch. I check your beds. I fold out all your couches, fold down all of your
She
tables.
folds your clothes. She does
fold your
everything.
clothes. Actually, you can see the video of my closet organization. I'll link that. So I'm checking everything that you see visually, but I'm going to touch it physically.
So I want to say this because she's not mentioning that she's actually following a list. And there's no way we created that list, her and I, and there's no physical way she can forget something. See, that's the thing about when I put this in the computer, if there's a point that hasn't been addressed, that's why her and I will talk. We'll regroup, exchange notes, where we're at, what we saw. What do I have to double check? Because sometimes she'll say, well, I don't know. We'll put the hydrometer on the wall if there is possibility of water intrusion. So we got to build this report, but there's no way we can skip a point where there was a question and we had to check. So you're in good hands. That's my point, is we're human, but we also rely on a list.
I have a list and I take diligent notes. So from the first photo that I take, he knows that's the first point that I have found there's something wrong in that RV, and I take diligent notes throughout the day.
And then I got to go through the process of watching every picture she took. I mean, it's...
Yeah, 400 or 500 pictures.
Oh yeah, typically that's what it is, plus mine. So that's where the next step comes in, is we regroup, we talk about it, we drive back home. Typically it's the end of the day, 5, 6 o'clock, and we talk about the whole process, what we did, what we found, and normally we call the
We always call the customer on our way back home, so they know that we're done and they get a nice clear vision on what they're going to be getting the next day when your report's done.
They get a brief of the major thing you find, and if I found some things and my brain's not froze up, I tend to remember the big things I found, but I have so much information that yeah, it's time for me to go home. And then I sit down and we download the pictures, she fixes lunch, as I'm starting to work on the report, and by the next day, by noon normally, I'm pretty much done with the report, and we forward that to the customer.
So we told you to stick around to the end because we have that ultimate tool that we're going to share with you to finalize your deal.
So then you end up with the report and you have the ability to do a CRL.
That is a customer repair list. And this is really simple. We've had a customer who recently shared with us just how simple it was, and it was easy process for her. Once you receive the report and you click on the CRL list, you can actually click on each box that you want the service department to take care of. You actually create the part that you want sent to them, and you can add extra notes. If you're not gonna have cleaning products with you that day, you can actually put a note on there that said, please clean the sofa, as I will not have cleaning products that day. And then you know when you pick it up, that list should be complete.
And see, that's a process we go through when people are asking us questions, and when I'm gonna build a report, I will typically ask the customer, like Laurel brought up, the sealant on the roof. Some people will tell me, no, I wanna learn this now. So I give all the pictures, the information, where it's at, exactly located, so you actually know where you're going. And some people will say, I don't want the dealership to do this. I want to make sure it's well done. So that's the advantage of having this list sent to you. And then you created it, you forward it to the service department. Then you have a tool that you created that you'll be able to verify or ask them to say, I want to have a proof that those have been done. So can you take me a picture of all those little details that I gave? So I think that's the best tool that you can give to your dealership, because they got to fix those points. I mean, we just had the 2023 magnitude, brand new unit. What happened with that?
Wow.
144
Wow.
points later.
Shocking.
Brand spanking new. So here's the
Beautiful
tool.
unit,
Yeah.
but my goodness.
So the customer is happy that we caught that. He was coming and picking it up on the Friday. He called us on the Tuesday to do the inspection last second. I said, so whatever, we did a little bit of education. I says, do not do this. And this is the result. So now we're gonna have to go, actually the customer hired us again to make sure, because he's from a distance, Hawaii, North Carolina, wherever, and he wants us to go verify if the CRL list, every point have been addressed. Smart thinking, don't you think?
So remember, and do never forget,
It's not about the destination.
it's all about the journey.